Hello everyone, and welcome to the 204th episode of the Poorly Planned Podcast. My name is Benedict. You may know me better as BHL Hudson. Here we talk about movies, TV shows, a bunch of nonsense. With me as always is my friend, co-host, and dare I say, kind of cozy day buddy.
God.
Frederick. It's kind of cold out. It's a little windy.
It's gonna rain in a little bit, I heard.
It's gonna rain. We're gonna get some McDonald's.
Oh my god. We're gonna
coziest.
sit just in our underwear, feet kicking. Couldn't ask for a better day.
It's I'm kind of liking the vibe. It's a very autumn type of podcasting day. Mm-hmm. So if you hear the wind outside rustling, shaking my foundations, you hear me shaking some ass. If you hear the house shaking, I don't know if that's cozy or concerning, but that's just kind of a good vibe today.
You hear the house literally falling apart. I'm feeling good. It's a good podcast day. Also, just steaming on ahead with these episodes. 104 or 204th already.
204th, yeah. No, I'm feeling. It's nice to be back in the groove.
It is.
But today we got a great episode for you. A little bit of an interesting episode. I don't know if this one
will ever air.
It's because we were gone for all of 2024. One of my favorite episodes that we do each year is the end of year review episode, our award show.
Of course.
And I didn't like the idea that there's one missing from the catalog.
Exactly. It feels wrong. There's a big hole.
We've done an award show every year since 2017.
It's a crazy yet sad stat.
Since we were literally, I think, 15 years old, which is alarming but kind of sweet. But yeah, so I thought today, before 2025 ends and we have the 2025 year in review, I was thinking, why not cast our minds back? So for this airing, for this week, might be a little odd to do 2024 movies.
But a YouTube rewind kind of thing is what's happening here.
Just think back to the better times of 2024.
Were there many? I doubt it.
Yeah, it's all been trash.
It's going to be a 20-minute episode of us just crying.
But yeah, so that's what we're doing today. We're going to be talking 2024 awards. We got best movie, best worst movie. We got, our pod categories. There might be some mustache talk. It's going to be a good time.
God, I'm excited.
We also have some Cnews at the end, as always.
Don't say it's so.
We don't have much news except for one piece of news that I want to talk about. And also, I thought we'd wrap up our Peacemaker thoughts because we've literally just now...
yeah, minutes before recording this, we finished watching the last little bit.
Yeah.
I have thoughts.
Yeah, no, I've thoughts too. And yeah, there are time codes down below. Subscribe, follow, like, everything. Let's get into it. Before we get into it, actually. That was fraudulent. We're not getting into it.
Hold your damn horses.
Let's filibuster. No, I just have
6-hour episode.
I have two little things up front here. One, I just want to say, next episode we will be doing announcements and such at the end of the month, as we said before. But just up until then, because for some reason I've been reading the comments and not responding or reading them, whatever. It kind of feels like you're ignoring a message or something. I feel kind of bad.
Guys, please don't hate us.
Just because they're so nice and wholesome and lovely. So I just want to say, we've been reading the comments. Love them.
We've been talking about the comments.
So lovely, so wholesome. Thank you guys. And yeah, we'll talk about it next episode. Just because I feel like, I don't know. In the last episode, I was like, damn, did it just feel like we're just get the fuck, let's move on. Just people writing wholesome essays in our comments. Wholesome essays,
and there are some genuinely good questions as well that we need to answer. So we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. And just want to say thank you guys so much. Really, really appreciate it. It's part of what makes the whole return so nice. And before we get into it, I have a little anecdote.
A BHL anecdote?
I think
goodness.
We, in Bring Back the Pod, we're going to have some anecdotes from the past, year and a half. We got to fill in the lore.
Exactly.
Of what
People
occurred.
have no clue what's been going on.
And there have been a couple moments that just happened where I was like, this is a pod-worthy story.
Please,
and this one, this one quite appropriately so.
Okay.
This happened in Los Angeles, where, as you know, I was stationed for...
When you were bigging it up in the LA.
I was there for a period of time. And when I got there, in these big cities especially, they have various apps and sites and stuff for, meeting people, making friends, that kind of stuff. There was one app that I was using. Basically, you do a survey with a series of questions about yourself. And then they match you up on these at these bars or restaurants where there's kind of like a party, and they match you up at a table at like a dinner beforehand with like 6 people with your kind of same interests.
Cool concept.
Yeah,
I like it.
and then afterwards you go to like a club or a bar or something. And I went to a few of them. It was pretty fun. Met some cool people.
Nice.
But the funniest part was the first one that I did, where I fill out the survey. I show up at the restaurant, and first of all, the table that I'm sat at, the people I've been matched with, 5 women.
Well, ain't he just the goat?
I did think, I mean...
So, wait, sorry. Is this supposed to be kind of like a romantic kind of setup? Or just like friends?
No, it's one of the questions was like, what are you looking for on this app? Like friendship.
5 women, please.
It's just based on like your aunt, like who has similar interests as you. So first of all, my... performative male answers worked. Clearly the biggest male manipulator. But no, I think... I mean, I assume it's just because I have, like, left-leaning politics and I like New Girl, I guess. Or, like, the common denominator. But, yeah, so that was... I mean, immediately that was a little funny. We had a little joke about that. But then, you know, I can get down with some girl talk, of course. As we do.
Spilling the tea, if you will.
Yeah, I will. But a moment when I felt like the biggest imposter in this moment... they were talking about, I don't know, some guy, one of the girls I got on a date with, and she was like, oh, he was the worst. He was so arrogant and like performative. And she dropped a crazy line, which was, you know what? He was exactly the kind of guy who would have his own podcast.
Oh no!
And they were all like, yes. Oh my god! I know.
They're snapping their fingers, and you're sitting there. Oh my goodness!
I was saying, put away the phone. I was about to promo.
About to show the trailer. Oh goodness! Yeah. Sorry, I'm not back.
Yeah. About to promote the epic return.
Have you heard of pod in a pod? It's very meta.
And so I was just like, oh yeah, no, what a scumbag that guy is.
Who would ever have their own podcast? Oh god, real imposter syndrome for sure.
But yeah, so just an amusing moment. I have to say though, on the podcasting scene, man,
we've been killing it.
We're kind of the goats.
Just complete left turn from the story. On the podcast scene, you know, we're up there with the greatest.
I was just going to say, it's kind of funny, we were sort of doing this before it was, like, super popular. We did it mostly because I mean, obviously we have fun talking about movies, and then I was a big fan of The Weekly Planet. But, like, podcasting and sort of, you know, because the point that they were making, I do understand. A lot of guys have podcasts where they just talk about, like...
You know, how men should rule the world. And,
yeah. And that kind of, I feel like... that sort of during COVID, that was more like where every guy started a podcast and that kind of stuff. I want to say we've been on this grind since we were 15 talking about Tom Cnews. But anyway, no, the dinner was nice and the experience was nice and everything. Just thought it was funny that.
But you had to cut them off because
they wouldn't understand
podcast hatred.
The grind set that we're on.
The grind set.
Anyway, moving on to the news/mini reviews. We only have one of each this week. But. And News is generous for this, but I saw the headline and I thought it was funny.
Okay.
And as someone who I think is destined to be part of this community, it spoke to me. I felt seen.
God, what the hell are you going to say here?
In Los Angeles, there was a screening of the new Yorgos Lanthimos movie Bugonia.
Okay.
If you're familiar, Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, in which Emma Stone is bald at some point in the movie.
Yeah.
And the screening was exclusively for bald people.
Interesting.
And you either had to be bald or they had a barber on hand to shave your head to go see the movie.
That is, I love that.
It's kind of dope.
That's actually kind of a cool concept.
Again, feel like my community, the hairline boy, is being represented. So this is from the Do LA Instagram account. Are you bald or willing to shave your head? This was last week. I'm sorry if anyone wants to go to this.
You can't do this. If you're bald... tough luck.
Now the rest of your life sucks. This is the only good part about it.
The only highlight that would ever happen is going to watch... What was it called?
Bugonia. Head to the Culver Theater for a free advanced screening of Bugonia. So yeah, have hair. A barber will be on site starting at 6 p.m. to shave it all off. Now, is there any movie where you would shave your head for a free advanced screening of it?
Ooh...
I feel like you would. You got a tattoo spontaneously. I feel like you would. Well, actually, but the hair, no offense, is kind of your whole personality.
Without the hair, what am I?
Yeah, it's kind of your brand.
I don't know. I think that would be.
That's so mean.
Without that, you lose all your powers. Yeah. It's very Rapunzel-esque.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm gonna cheese it up here. I don't think I would do it unless it was for a movie made by you.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
Just kiss me already.
I definitely wouldn't do it for Bugonia.
Okay, fair. Well, no. That's
moral of the story.
That's a very sweet sentiment.
Not doing something for Bugonia.
I think when I eventually make a movie, I will require.
I'll make sure you shave.
Yeah, only you have to come in bald.
It's this huge prank. It's a cinema full of fully haired dudes.
Fully haired dudes. But yeah, also, by the way, just on the note of another like slight anecdote here, but just I was reminded of this on the note of like LA cinemas and this kind of stuff. When I was in LA, there's just a debacle that I don't know, I had trouble coming to terms with, I guess.
Okay.
But I went to Tarantino. He has 2 cinemas in LA. Maybe he has more, I don't know. But he like...
That he like owns and...
He owns or he bought and like renovated or something. They're Tarantino affiliated. And I went to one of them to see a double feature of Death Proof and... I can't remember now off the tip of my tongue, but it's... the Robert Rodriguez, basically Death Proof is like a double feature. It's like an homage to old school movies.
Okay.
It's basically like the perfect place to see it in like a cinema. It's like a B movie grindhouse kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I think it was the Egyptian cinema, and it was like genuinely might be the greatest cinema experience I've ever had.
Okay.
The crowd was great. Like everyone was having so much fun. Like they're meant to be like goofy, silly movies. The popcorn was great. The seats were super comfy. It was I think I sent you a video. It was like a super cool atmosphere.
Yeah.
The actual place. Amazing. So then I go to the other cinema, the other Tarantino cinema.
And shit was ass.
Shit was ass.
Yeah?
I can't remember what it was called, but I went to see a Spielberg double feature of like his first 2 movies. Already a big mistake.
Let me go see a Spielberg double feature. So what were the movies?
Duel and the Sugarland Express. But the cinema, it was much smaller, I feel like, or maybe it just felt smaller. The seats were super uncomfortable compared to the other ones. I don't want to say the people were worse, but like it was like the other one was like kind of a cool, fun vibe. This was kind of like.
But I looked around and everyone had shaved heads, and then I realized I was at the Bugonia screening.
It just felt like kind of. It didn't feel hostile. It just felt kind of sweaty in there. I don't know. Like I was just not a fan, and
Okay.
This is kind of, I feel like, one of my greatest superpowers. When I don't like something, I literally just leave. And so I just went to the front, bought popcorn, and just got in my car and drove home. And I watched the same movie at home.
Low-key a vibe? You still watch the movie at home? I did. Well, that story turned from pretty cool to kind of sad.
But it was just, and you couldn't buy...
Let me go home and watch the Spielberg double feature.
It was just, bad vibes, and like it was hard to get popcorn. It was super crowded. Anyway, another LA anecdote of sorts.
So there's a huge contrast between the 2 Tarantino cinemas, though.
In my opinion, yeah. And I wish I could remember which was the good one to recommend it. I think it had some Egyptian theme to it.
Okay.
But anyway, bad stuff, I guess.
So shape up, Taran?
Speaking of all things Hollywood, I guess.
Great segue.
I mean, could be used for most things on this pod.
Speaking of podcast topics, I guess.
The Peacemaker finale. Now, we talked Peacemaker episodes like 1 to 5 last time, because that's what you'd seen. Now we've seen the finale. Because it's kind of controversial. Let's talk about it. And before we do, real quick, I just want to mention, last episode I started making a point.
Okay.
And then through some asinine tangent, it was derailed, as we do.
Right.
But I just wanted to finish the point I was going to make, because I was saying people accuse James Gunn of doing like kind of nepotism-y stuff with like casting his wife and stuff, whatever, and his gun. Yeah. We went on a Sean Gunn. But my point was, I think that point is kind of invalidated because Jennifer Holland is so good.
She is great.
She's very good, so it's not like, oh, you only got this job because you're his wife, whatever. She's very good.
She is.
I'm not saying, unlike Sean Gunn, who only got these jobs.
Although, there's you can definitely see who's got it through some merit, and the rest through pure blood, if you will.
We might. I like Sean Gunn generally. Anyway.
Okay.
Peacemaker finale.
Yes.
What are your thoughts? Because you said before.
So you say that it's been a controversial finale, right? And everything like that. I thought the last 2 episodes, honestly, really good. I really enjoyed them. The whole Natsu reveal that I will say I kind of saw it coming. I was like, this world is a little bit too perfect. Yeah. And then I saw your notes in the last pod. I was like, this confirms it.
I did accidentally spoil it. With my notes.
I like that they didn't, like, it was kind of more of a funny comical bit where like, oh my god, what the fuck? And then they get out of there. They didn't like spend too much time there.
Yeah.
And then the last episode, I thought it was actually kind of wholesome, kind of nice. Definitely, it didn't feel like a kind of like super grandiose finale, but I liked that things were kind of wrapped up. I don't love that Mr. Christopher. Oh, spoilers for Peacemaker. Mr. Christopher Smith is now in Salvation Dimension. Yeah. But I guess that sets up the third season.
Well, maybe not, because he's sort of said that it's not on his mind right now. But it will play into.
Well, poor John Cena. That's just left for dead.
That's just the end of his story. Cena's, that is. They did that all practically.
The dimension is actually real. But Peacemaker 2 had the biggest budget of all time.
But he said like, obviously the dimension will come into play, and I'm sure John Cena Peacemaker will be back. I agree. I like the Nazi reveal thing where it felt very, like I said before, I don't know if there's a Justice League episode specifically where they go to a dimension and like it's super like seems really nice.
Yeah, but then they're suddenly all bad.
Yeah, I don't know if they're specifically Nazis, but there's like that kind of vibe. And it was a very comic booky type twist, which I thought was fun and works for that's a very comic booky show.
Yeah.
But in terms of the finale itself, I think there are a lot of reasons why some people have problems with it. Okay. One is that people were expecting like more like DC cameos and stuff. I don't feel that at all.
I don't think so, yeah.
And James Gunn, I saw some quote where he was saying, like, cameo porn has kind of, like, not ruined superhero movies, but, it's not a good thing to you're just going to see the thing that you like, which I agree with. Yeah. Or, like, the cameo recognized.
And I think if a bunch of cameos had happened, then the reverse kind of, like, qualm would also have had, been had with some people where they say, this felt a bit cheap because... There's just so many, it was just like,
It's too setup-y.
Yeah. It's for the fans.
But my problem with it is more just like as an episode, I just felt it was a lot, like the show I thought was generally pretty well paced for 7 episodes or whatever it is. And then the last episode, they suddenly run through a lot of stuff. They do this whole, them exploring other dimensions montage. Rick Flag Sr. goes from like, I know he's been, like, teetering on, he's sort of driven by the revenge aspect. But, like, he kind of goes, like, just full villain quite quickly. And,
I didn't think he was a great character throughout, honestly. I didn't love him.
He's a bit inconsistent.
Yeah, because he's also kind of an asshole, but then he's supposed to be this, like, tough big boss. But at the same time, he just kind of seems like a dick who's gotten a lot of power and isn't actually the most competent either.
Which is sort of interesting because he was in the first show that they kicked off this universe with because they want to do like animated shows and movies. So they did this Creature Commando show, which is like where it's animated, but he's like the leader of the crew or whatever. And so that kind of sets him up, as a protagonist of sorts. And then in Superman, he shows up and it's kind of like, oh, that's a link, whatever. And then here, I don't know, it was mainly just in that last episode where he just went like full... like deranged, and he's like popping champagne with the bad
like
guy,
Lex Luthor's guys.
I don't know. It was a little fast, and same with like John Cena's or Peacemaker's like arc where he goes from like hating himself to I like the wholesomeness, but I did think it was like a little fast where they're all just like, but we love you, and then he's like, and then he's good.
I see what you mean. I think I am just a sucker for a happy ending, or at least
fair enough.
At least them reconcile, because I also didn't want to have too much Peacemaker wallowing, because I do feel like there's, like, I don't think there's been too much of it in the show, but I think there has been a lot of it.
Yeah.
So, given that it was the final, like, if it was maybe happening in the second to last episode, it could have gone on for a bit longer, but I wouldn't want the final show just to be like a depressed Peacemaker the entire time.
Sure, yeah. I think maybe, you could have just like spread that out over 2 episodes or something. Yeah,
exactly.
But yeah, and I have seen a couple of memes of like, what is this, the power of friendship ending, and like insurance commercial type people. They're like walking in slow motion all smiling. But no, James Gunn, he does, the cheesy happy ending kind of thing.
He does. And Peacemaker is the kind of show where that would definitely happen. Like, just based on the dance intro. It seems very on brand for the Peacemaker show.
Yeah.
So I think that's a weird qualm to have with it as well, where it's like, you got an eagle hugging a dude every other episode. Like, of course they're going to do a fun little walk away.
Yeah.
And also, I liked seeing that, what's the bird blind guy called?
Tim Meadows is the
Tim Meadows, yeah. I like seeing he was there as well.
Yeah, I love him.
He was one of my favorite characters this season. He was actually so good.
Yeah. No, so overall, and in terms of the cliffhanger ending, I mean, most superhero shows and shows, they do this kind of thing, and whatever. Like it is what it is. I don't really mind. It was just the whole thing where at the end he's like, again, he's sort of just comically villainous Rick Flag Sr.
Yeah. I think Rick Flag Sr. was maybe my least favorite part of this whole season, just because I don't think he was a very compelling villain, and as you say, he did kind of switch on a dime.
Yeah, which is kind of a shame because I love I like Frank Grillo a lot.
Yeah, he's great.
Good in the role. But anyway, Peacemaker season 2,
very enjoyable. And can I just say one last thing? I like that they had their little happy ending back on the boat together.
Yeah, no, that was sweet.
Cena and Harcourt, and yeah, it was great. And to the music as well. Like I was just telling you before we started recording, I was biking here, listening to that exact song. I was getting hyped.
Yeah,
and it was just a nice moment, I thought.
Yeah, no, I enjoy their chemistry and their romance.
Again, with James Gunn having to film all of that.
Yeah, kind of. No. Is it the most alpha or the least alpha thing?
I don't know. It kind of like implodes on itself because also John Cena is such a handsome,
of all
charming, buff dude.
Yeah, it's not. I guess you're very secure in your marriage, but also.
Or is James Gunn like a mega cuck?
Right. Let's not start that conversation. I'm gonna say he's very secure in his marriage.
I will maybe say that.
Yeah, you're still investigating.
It's 50-50 at this point.
Mega cuck. God. Anyway, with that all said, we're gonna dive into our topic now.
Okay.
Everyone, cast your mind back to the end of 2024, where we were all
happy.
Definitely not. I'm trying to think like what was like an iconic 2024 thing. For some reason, and I'm mortified by this, I'm only thinking of the song "Thick of It" by KSI.
That is awful.
Okay, 2024.
Please think back to 2024 when you were in the thick of it.
We were all bumping
doing the WAP. We were all, go on, say what you're gonna say. We were all bumping that
Kendrick Drake music.
True.
That was
cast your minds back to the Kendrick and Drake beefathon.
Precisely. That sounds kind of Schmeat related, but the beefathon. Anyway, we're going to be talking about some awards for 2024. You know how this works. I've written down some nominees for myself, and if you can think of anything,
okay.
just let me know. We're going to kick it off with Best Action Scene of the Year.
Okay.
A pretty decent one. I have a few nominees here.
Please.
I'm thinking the battles in Gladiator 2.
There's some pretty good ones.
I think they're on a boat at one point, which goes pretty hard.
The boat in the arena?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wrote down Furiosa stuff, which isn't great because I couldn't actually remember a specific action scene.
Well, maybe that doesn't win then?
Yeah. Actually, what the fuck am I doing here? The Fall Guy stuff. I did not think the Fall Guy had great action. And Roadhouse, I thought the action fucking sucked, which we'll talk about later.
Interesting.
So I don't know what I was cooking here. By the way, I wrote these notes like, I don't know, 3 months ago, so I do not remember.
Well, the Roadhouse stuff, there was the one big bar fight. That was
all right, but as we'll talk about in worse CGI, I have a strong beef with the CGI punches. Did you watch Roadhouse?
I did watch Roadhouse.
We'll talk about it. But anyway, the other one I've written here, Dune 2 opening or big wheel thing. What the fuck was the big wheel thing in Dune? What was I smoking when I wrote
this? This entire episode is us going to be deciphering your insane notes.
The Zodiac Killer.
Dune 2 opening or big wheel thing. What the fuck is the big wheel thing?
I think I was thinking of the movie Pirates of the Caribbean 3. I mean,
I believe you talk about the second one where that happens.
Okay, I'm fucking nerd.
Absolute idiot over here.
But I guess there's like some big transport that I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what I was doing here. Anyway, the opening, I remember it's orange and there's like people flying up the side of the wall or whatever. That was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. There is the black and white scene.
The black and white scene is fucking awesome. And I like the final duel. It's not much like an action scene, but it's a climax to a movie. Fucking dope. Yeah. I'm gonna say the black and white scene went super hard.
The black and white scene did go super hard, but the gladiator scenes as well?
Yeah.
Let's see here. What we got? Every scene in the movie Trap.
Fuck Trap, bro. I have such beef with that movie.
Why?
We'll get to it.
Can I just say the Alien Romulus movie? I thought had some good action scenes.
Pretty good. I liked, I don't know if it's like an action or a chase scene or whatever, but when they were going through, they were like trying to be silent, and then all the face huggers were coming at them.
True.
That went pretty hard.
I'm happy enough to give it to the black and white scene in Dune.
I am too, because otherwise I was going to say like all the action in the movie Juror number 2. the Nicholas Hoult legal drama. Hella action that. So yeah, okay. Congrats, Dune 2, and sorry, The Fall Guy. Best performance.
Ooh.
I've got some nominees here.
Please.
Fernando Torres in I'm Still Here. I assume you haven't seen it.
You assume correctly.
But I'll say that is my favorite performance. But we can also, it's not the most pod movie. We can put that to one side. Fiennes in Conclave. Now that's a pod movie right there.
That, again, I've not seen Conclave, but it sounds like an absolute. Is it a nutty Fiennes?
Conclave is surprisingly nutty. I thought it was like low key so nutty that it was like kind of stupid. Like because you expect this like prestige movie, and my dad and I walked out and we were like, that was kind of dumb, wasn't it? Like
what the fuck was Fiennes doing?
But it was. I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was entertaining. I just didn't think it was like as.
What is Conclave about?
It's about like choosing a new pope, and so they're all. You think it's gonna be like super deep and dramatic, but it's like.
Oh, is this where Anthony Hopkins retires as the pope?
No, I think you're thinking of The Two Popes.
I think I might be.
Your favorite movie. But anyway, Fiennes is very good in it.
Okay.
Tucci's also in it. It's pretty good.
Ooh, nice.
I've put here Channing Tatum as Gambit in Deadpool 2.
A great
Deadpool
performance.
3. Pretty fun.
I came out of my daddy balls ready.
That was a pretty good Cajun accent. Kieran Culkin and Jesse Eisenberg in A Real Pain. Very good movie.
Okay.
Very good performances.
I saw good things. I haven't seen it, but yeah.
Sebastian Stan as Donald Trump in The Apprentice.
How was he there?
I thought he was very good. Kind of thought the movie also was like kind of a goofy movie.
Okay.
But I thought he was very good. He nails like, the mannerisms and whatnot while not being just like a caricature. Everyone in Anora. I thought everyone was really good in Anora. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I think I'll give it to this just on like pure pod nuttiness. Denzel in Gladiator 2.
Denzel? Not half bad.
No business being that. He's in such a like.
He didn't have no business being that nutty.
Being that like charismatic in such a bland movie. Like I like Gladiator 2. It was fine.
It was a completely fine sequel.
Yeah,
but Denzel definitely was carrying it.
He brought his A game. I like how he was just talking like a normal 21st century person in Gladiator times. That was funny. Kind of a goated performance. I really enjoyed it.
I've had a lot of people sit there and be like, I really did not like Denzel in this. He did not set himself into the period piece at all. I was like, guys,
come on.
Why are you taking the Gladiator 2 movie so seriously?
Also, everyone else was settled into the period piece, and it was kind of a mid movie. It was fine.
It was.
Yeah.
Denzel
brought some spice.
He did.
As he does. What are you thinking?
Well, given that I've only seen two of these, I'll quickly see here. I'm gonna be honest. 2024 wasn't a huge movie year for me. So I haven't seen a lot of these. I didn't hate Jackman as Wolverine again, but
a little bit like Jackman. A little bit like what's his name, Denzel. He brought more than was deserving for that film.
Exactly. So I'd say Jackman was very good, but I'd be happy to give it to Denzel, honestly.
Sure. I think we should also consider whoever played Koba in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
What a wonderful day!
And maybe, I don't know, the Challengers boys. I don't know if you saw Challengers.
Oh, I did actually see Challengers.
They were pretty good.
They were actually
and
pretty good.
Zendaya. Yeah. Oh. Well, Denzel,
we'll give it to Denzel.
Here's your award.
It's the most prestigious he's ever had.
Worst performance from an actor you like.
Ooh,
so
okay.
I've written a couple of ideas here. I feel like we can just go through these and again decipher because I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. We have Nick Cage and Longlegs.
Yeah,
I thought he did well,
but the movie was so ass, and I also thought but it was also like he was scary at like one point in that movie when he's like singing in the car or like screaming in the car, I think, and then the rest he was just kind of like okay.
I thought he was the wrong pick and a wrong character for that movie. The movie, like the first half, it was just so atmospheric and creepy, and then it's like a goofy Nicolas Cage performance, which I enjoyed, but it was the wrong.
And then it's Nick Cage in what is it called? National Treasure?
National Treasure. I thought you were gonna say Nick Cage in Whiteface, which he also was in a sense. But yeah, so that's my first nominee.
Okay.
Aaron Taylor Johnson in Craven and Nosferatu. Low-key, last year made me doubt that I even like Aaron Taylor Johnson as an actor. He did something since.
I don't think he was awful in Craven, but I thought
he was terrible.
Really? I thought Craven was just a Morbius movie, and I didn't think that was because of him alone. It was just like, No,
the accent, he did like some goofy accent. But he to be fair, he did something since last year that I thought redeemed him, or made me think like, okay, maybe he's not like Yeah, he was in 28 Years Later, which I was like, okay, no, he is a good actor. I do like him. And like Bullet Train, we enjoyed
Bullet Train, he was great in.
But also, yeah, in Nosferatu, he was also the only one who was like, you don't belong in this movie.
I haven't seen Nosferatu, but I remember you saying that it was a pretty good movie until he was just kind of very goofy and cartoonish in it.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I just think he has 2024 face, you know what I mean? Like, everyone else in that movie has, like what's her name? Johnny Depp's daughter. She looks like she's from the 1600s. Like, I buy that.
No offense. She looks like a sick Victorian child.
I know, but, like, and Nicholas Hoult as well. Maybe just, like, skinny people. I don't know. Like, Aaron Taylor Johnson, maybe he's too beefed to be in, like, the 1600s. But, like, he just looks like,
Weird beef hater?
The beefathon? Next up... Isabella Merced in Madame Web. I mean, yeah, because we discussed this. We like her and just that it was a terrible movie. I don't know if she was bad in it, but yeah, it was a bad movie. Oh, that's it. That's my 3 nominations.
Well, I personally am a big fan of what's his face? Kylo Ren.
Adam Driver.
And he was in Megalopolis.
But he was goated in Megalopolis.
He was. Oh my goodness.
I kind of liked Megalopolis. I'm just putting it out there.
I know you do. And that might be the biggest rift that'll ever recreate in this friendship. Megalopolis was no joke. And I'm sure we'll get to worst movie of all fucking time. But genuinely, that shit was so ass.
Yeah.
That was the least enjoyable cinema experience I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
God.
No, I remember you saying something to this effect. You were very passionate about it. I mean, we'll talk about it later.
He was so bad in Megalopolis. No way he's not on this list for worst performance. Because I like him.
But he's kind of doing, like, I think of everyone in that movie. There's so many people who are bad in that movie. I feel like he's at least, he's kind of embracing the nuttiness.
I guess in a way, but at the same time, it's
in just... the club.
In the club, we all fam? Do you not know that?
What?
Do you not know that trend? I thought that was... In the club, we all fam? God, I look like such an idiot. The viewers will know, but it's not something cool to know, so let's just move on.
Kind of insulting you. No, the viewers will know. I was referencing the scene, and anyway.
I know you were referencing the scene, but the way you... never mind.
Moving on, swiftly.
So, worst performance... Are those the 3 you've put down?
Those are the 3. I'm gonna go with Aaron Taylor in one of those 2
Come
movies.
on, Adam Driver. Okay.
Oh, no, you can pick Adam.
I'm gonna go Adam Driver.
Okay, all right. You're wrong.
I mean, it was a it was a fine performance in a terrible movie, and that makes it a bad performance.
All right, I hear you.
Thank you.
You're seen.
I feel very seen.
Best and worst CGI. I'm concerned of what I meant right here. The wheel in Dune 2.
Furiosa stuff.
Yeah. Genuinely was zoinked while writing that?
Genuinely was zoinked.
Half a bottle of Henny?
Half a bottle of Henny.
Something clearly I frequently drink. Anyway. Best and worst CGI. We have... So I assume this is for best. Dune 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Better Man Monkey.
Better Man Monkey.
I mean, the Better Man Monkey looked pretty good. He was a monkey.
Okay.
I think Dune 2...
Dune 2 surely takes it,
yeah,
right?
Dune 2 had some pretty
the Planet of the Apes.
But those are always good. I feel like Dune 2...
So, it's just because something's always great, it can't win Best CGI?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's just like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes didn't like...
It didn't wow you.
Yeah, no, it's still very impressive. It still made the list. Mm-hmm. But I think Dune 2 wowed me.
I get you.
As did the Better Man Monkey.
Better Man Monkey. If the Better Man Monkey won... Because in the trailer, he looks terrible.
What?
Yeah. Again, I think I just have the Robbie Williams beef. So I'm just gonna say I can't give it to Better Man.
You should give Better Man low-key a Freddy coded movie.
That's an insult for sure. I'm happy giving it to Dune 2.
Okay, sure. Well, okay, yeah, no. Worst CGI. I've written here fake punches in Roadhouse. So what they did in Roadhouse to make it look like punches connect, they just I don't know for a fact, but it looks like this is what they did. They CGI'd the space between the fist and the face.
Okay.
Just gone.
Yeah.
So it looks, but it looks unnatural. It looks like there's almost like a magnet from the fist to the face.
Yeah, it just locks on.
Yeah, I don't know. It just looked wrong, and I feel like people. I guess they were trying something new, so fair play. But also, people have been doing movie punches. Indiana Jones has been punching people since the fucking 80s, and it looks great.
You're in 2024, you can't even get a punch right?
Just position one person in front of the but they're back to the camera, and then you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I guess they wanted the kind of. Are these like the slow mo, like up close shots you're talking
no,
about?
No, it's just like in general. Like if you just look up the fight scenes and yeah, and also I don't know, man. Like I know it's the Roadhouse movie and whatever, who cares? But like, I care. It added like they've made. I'm not trying to compare Roadhouse to like The Raid or the best action movies ever, but like they made some fist fights that are pretty fucking cool, and like for a movie that was all about the fist fights, and you even have like real MMA fighters in it or whatever.
Yeah.
To do CGI punches.
Yeah. Again, you also will know better because you are an MMA expert. So seeing such things and a movie expert, so you combine them. Because watching it, I can thinking back, I can see that what you mean about them looking a little goofy, but it wasn't something that took me out of the movie. But I get you.
Fair enough.
I will also say, though, I see this already becoming a theme throughout this pod, that you are blind to the assness of Megalopolis. Because ain't no way Megalopolis CGI is not on this list.
Okay, that's
the Megalopolis CGI was terrible.
I don't think I've included Megalopolis in a lot of these categories. I think I may have just forgotten about it.
I'm gonna have to be the Megalopolis police here.
Okay. No, the CGI, it does look... I think I've compared it to a perfume commercial. The like weird
like
rolling,
stairway.
Yeah.
I was like, what even was?
There's some bubbles, some yellow bubbles and shit.
Yeah.
Didn't you like the Adam Driver tweaking scene?
The Adam Driver tweaking scene was fine.
Zoinked.
When he zoinked off to Henny.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it said in the script.
Half a bottle of Henny in the club.
Francis Ford Coppola. All right, in this scene, you're zoinked off to Henny. Adam Driver immediately knew what to do.
It's the best directing he's ever received. Never has someone been so precise with him.
No, fair enough. I think Megalopolis should be here for sure.
So, but who are we giving it to? I'm happy enough to give it to Roadhouse, as long as we throw in some Megalopolis.
Sure. I just have that specific thing where I was like, I don't like whatever I don't know what specifically they did there, but whatever they did there to make those punches look like that, I wasn't a fan.
Okay.
Also, we'll talk about this some other time more in depth, but I'd like to just put on the record, no longer a big UFC MMA fan personally for various reasons, but I feel like we can talk about that.
Okay.
Most surprising movie: Dune 2, Twisters, Alien Romulus, or Beetlejuice Beetlejuice? What?
Interesting.
You didn't enjoy Beetlejuice?
I like that was not something you've written in the notes, but you felt the need to improvise Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
And it was fucking great. I think that, I wouldn't say Dune 2 was a surprising movie.
For me, I did not like Dune 1 very much. I thought
Really?
Dune 1 was like kind of boring, and then Dune 2 was everything I was hoping Dune 1 would be.
Because for me, Dune 1, while slower, did set up the whole universe quite well, and I thought then Dune 2 gave the payoff that I initially thought I would get from the setup of Dune 1.
Fair enough.
So, to me, it's a great movie, but I wouldn't say it's a very surprising movie. Twisters, I thought was actually very, very enjoyable.
Yeah, that movie could have been
surprisingly so.
Total dog shit.
Yeah,
It was pretty fun, and I think it helps to have what's her name, Daisy Edgar Jones, and I was gonna say Kieran Culkin, definitely not him. Chad Powers. It's his new show. The handsome guy.
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell, yeah.
Glenn Powell.
Yeah, two very charismatic leads. Alien Romulus, I don't know, it kind of doesn't belong here. It was about as good as I thought it would be. It was pretty good.
I haven't seen a lot of the Alien movies, but I didn't expect to really like them. And then when I saw this, I was positively surprised. I thought it was actually pretty good. So yeah. I'm happy enough to have it as a nomination.
Sure.
I don't think it wins.
And Beetlejuice.
The
goated movie.
I have not seen Beetlejuice.
Have you seen Beetle once?
I've not seen Beetle once.
Well, because I think this is for me. And here's a hot take, because Beetlejuice is a beloved movie. Beetle once, that is.
Of course.
I watched Beetle once, and I was like, just gotta commit.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, you know what, this shit kind of mid. I don't know, it's a classic, and I was like, this has a couple funny moments. Low key, like a very weirdly structured movie, and I didn't think it was very funny.
But then Beetlejuice.
Well, Beetlejuice, I'm not gonna say it's better, but I'll put it out there. I think they are of equal quality. Where I think and I was expecting Beetlejuice to be much worse, and it was actually pretty fun.
Okay.
So I think both are like pretty fun, not amazing movies. And I was pleasantly surprised by the Beetlejuice.
Interesting. Can we quickly see the list of movies? Let's see.
Yeah. Did anything surprise you here? In a good way, because there's.
Yeah.
I think we have most disappointing movie later on.
I don't think there was anything on here that was incredibly surprising. Apart from, again, Twisters, I think, and Romulus. I don't think I've seen much else.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Again, Megalopolis surprised me, but...
Well, I mean, in that sense, we have... God, I've written a lot here. Most disappointing movie. We have... These are a lot of personal takes here.
Okay.
The Substance has huge hype. I thought it was ass.
Okay.
We can talk about that some other time.
I've not seen it.
Maxine, I quite enjoyed X and the prequel. Well, actually, no, I did not like... I liked X. I didn't really like Pearl. Those 2 horror movies. This was like the 3rd one.
Okay, I haven't seen any of them as well.
It was quite stinky. The Fall Guy.
Fall Guy, disappointing.
Should have been super... It was a Woody movie. Should have been super fun.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
But not as good as it could have been.
No. Could have... Yeah. Had so much potential. Gosling. It had fucking some other pod staple in it. I think Winston Duke was in it.
Yes.
Gosling, Winston Duke.
Come on. How can you fuck that
up? Longlegs.
Longlegs, again, like...
disappointing.
Yeah, it was fine. But it had gotten, the hype of, oh my god, Longlegs is the scariest movie of all time. And the actor, when she saw Nicolas Cage, her heart started beating super fast and stuff. I looked at her, I was like...
Is that a thing?
Yeah, like, there's a whole, like, promo thing, like, this is the first time the main actress sees Nicolas Cage, and this is a heart monitor, and this is her heart monitor spiking.
Get the fuck
That was like a big promotional thing they did.
That's
I was
so
like,
lame.
and I was in there like, what? Huh?
You
and
attached a heart...
Yeah, so like their whole thing was that like they hadn't shown her Nicolas Cage as no one ever should, and then when they just put him in a room with her the first time.
This wasn't part of the movie promotion. This is a social experiment.
This is deep torture. Yeah, like the whole thing was that she was sitting in a room and then he enters and starts like tweaking the fuck out.
Such a funny movie promotion. Clearly it worked on you.
Yeah, well, I was like, oh my god, I need to see what the fuck Nicolas Cage is doing. And then it was just him looking like an old woman. So
tweaking the fuck out. I mean, surely if Nicolas Cage comes at you like a FNAF jump scare, surely your heart rate will spike naturally. But I just like, I mean, you attach a heart rate monitor to someone. Like,
yeah,
I mean, of course
you should watch it. It's actually really, yeah, it's a strange watch.
If they actually didn't tell her what was gonna happen, I'd be really concerned. Like, okay, you've been cast as the main actor in this movie. We're gonna attach a heart monitor to you.
Just sit in this room and look at the guy who's gonna enter.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Longlegs, disappointing. Kinds of Kindness, I didn't think was great. Civil War. Personally, again, a weird movie to be a bit hyped about, but I was excited for this.
Me too. And man, did it blow.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was terrible, but I thought it was a total waste of
a cool premise.
Yeah,
right?
And a cool premise and like a obviously very relevant premise with the. You make a movie about a modern American Civil War in 2024, which until 2025 was like the most divisive political year in recent memory, and it's just like a war photography movie that could have been set during any war. Like, it barely has anything to do with the politics of America. And I'm not saying you have to do like.
You don't need to go a hard line super deep or like take a super hard stance, but at least like explore it a bit more.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like you could take a stance, but if you're doing like marketing, whatever, like, okay, we can't alienate half the country, whatever, I guess I understand the studio note there, but to not even, just don't, it's just kind of like cheating. Like, you just don't market it that way and don't make it that if you're not going to do anything about it.
Exactly, because they want to make it seem like, oh, we're actually tackling a super deep issue here, but we're just going to go through and take some photos, and then there's going to be one like crazy redneck who buries a bunch of bodies. And that's gonna be it. So it's like, okay.
Kind of lame. Actually, I have a little bit of beef with Alex Garland, who made this movie. I'm thinking of making a video because a bunch of his movies.
Diss track incoming.
I felt this where I'm like, you did like a cool premise, and then you like kind of didn't do that much. Like, you sort of like teased it. Yeah, I don't know. I find that to be a little bit fraudulent. But that being said, though, I think
Alex
it's a
Garland,
fine movie.
The biggest fraud in the world.
Not at all. That goes to
Nick Cage's Longlegs.
Furiosa, I thought was a little disappointing. The Apprentice, I thought was a little disappointing. I mean, I didn't have super high expectations, but it was kind of a goofy movie. Baby Reindeer, I thought sucked.
Interesting. I have not seen it, but I just know I've had 3 friends who started watching it and said they couldn't finish it because it was just awful to watch.
It's because it was the Netflix thing.
Yeah.
I think my roommate in college was like, you gotta watch it. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. So I have many problems with it. We can talk about some other time. And then Drive Away Dolls, which was a Coen Brothers movie, or one of the Coens, that was bad. Of these...
I also want to add, I think Trap...
Okay, yeah.
Kind of disappointing. Again, didn't have huge expectations for it, but I was like, this sounds like a cool, fun premise. I like the actors. Kind of mid as well.
I did not like Trap at all. I was not hyped for it at all. I watched it on a plane. I don't know if I've talked about this in a video, but I just have extreme beef with making a movie. The whole point of like a movie like that is you're trying to figure out as the audience member, like how is he going to get out of this situation? You put a character in an impossible situation, and the fun is like how is he going to do it, and then it does like a clever way that you didn't expect. And in that there were like multiple moments where it was like, how is he going to do it? And then someone will say like, well, the only way out of the building is if you go with the pop star. And it's like, okay, so that's how he's going to do it. And like there were like a few moments like that where it's like, oh, so that'll be the next 20 minutes of the movie. Yeah, kind of.
I get you.
I'm gonna say for me personally, most disappointing. Just for the Woody nature, I'm gonna say The Fall Guy, because that was primed to be such a fun movie for us to watch, and we were both like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, I think I'm gonna give it a tie here, because I think The Fall Guy, I still enjoyed it, but it was kind of underwhelming. But I think I was honestly more disappointed by Civil War than I was Longlegs.
No, that's fair. I think I could go there as well.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Next up, a pod staple, the most uncomfortable sex scene award.
Please.
Goodness, I'm trying to think what, I mean, all right, well, let's take a look at...
Let's see what 3 months ago BHL wrote.
Take a look at the noms.
Take a look at the noms.
Anora with the granny in the cinema.
What the hell does that even mean?
I
haven't seen Anora.
Well, I believe this is in reference to... Anora is a very steamy movie. There are a lot of, pretty explicit sex scenes. And I believe when I saw it, I hope this is what this means, there was a granny in the cinema.
Next to me, smiling.
It's just because during the previews, I think there was like a middle-aged woman who I'm making assumptions about their like dynamic, but I assume her mom.
Okay.
But it was like a middle-aged woman with an older woman who was like granny age, and because during
granny age
during the previews, I heard like the woman say something, and then I heard a granny voice being like, "Oh yes, I love that," whatever, and then
what the fuck? Granny coming? The fuck? Oh yes, I love that. Definitely uncomfortable for you?
Yeah, this is what I heard during the Anora sex
Are you about to reveal deep trauma that happened during the Anora?
But then, just during Anora, the whole time, when, there are all these steamy scenes, I just couldn't help but thinking, like...
Looking over?
Raising my eyebrows?
Granny fucking with this?
I was just thinking about, how they're sitting. They were literally in the first row, so like as close to the screen as possible. Like, who brought their granny and or mother to the movie Anora? Yeah. So in that sense, that was an uncomfortable sex scene in a way.
I get you.
Kinds of Kindness porno. Oh, you haven't not seen Kinds of Kindness?
I have not. Who's in Kinds of Kindness?
It's Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons. It's Yorgos Lanthimos who directed it. Of Poor Things.
Oh, okay, yeah. And Poor Things had some crazy things
yes.
as well.
Well, no, so it's like a triptych story where it's like 3 different sort of episodic stories, whatever. Mm-hmm. And one of them is like Jesse Plemons, I can't remember, but they have like an awkward dinner with like his wife. It's Margaret Qualley as well, and then like his friend, and then Emma Stone. And it's revealed like why it's awkward is because they all made like a foursome sex tape, which you just see like very blatantly. I know it was kind of funny, but also like a little strange.
I don't love that. Okay.
Megalopolis, probably something off-putting. Aubrey Plaza ass eating. Check out this boner. Probably an Adam Driver scene. Yeah. Okay. So I believe there's a scene where Aubrey Plaza gets her ass eaten by Shia LaBeouf. If I'm making that up, that's quite concerning.
That is the craziest Freudian slip I've ever heard. I think there's a scene where Shia LaBeouf gets his big girthy penis out and eats out Aubrey Plaza, and then my granny moaned. It was
a slip. But yeah, I think that there is that scene which was like, I mean, kind of funny again, but a little bit odd.
There's also the boner crossbow scene.
Yeah, which goes pretty hard.
Again, that's not super uncomfortable. It's just kind of nutty.
Yeah, it's kind of like very confusing. And I just wrote probably an Adam Driver scene. I don't know if he has sex in the movie. It just seems like...
I don't remember. There's so much going on.
There's got to be some stuff in there. The Substance, I don't think you've seen it.
I have not.
There's a scene where she's hooking up with someone, and then it's like a body horror thing, and like all her organs spill out or something. It was kind of a more cool, horror movie thing. Mm-hmm. Joker 2, he loses his Joker virginity. Nosferatu, there's the Nosferatu schlong. I don't know if
Nosferatu schlong.
I don't know if you see the schlong, but it's because it's vampire movies. There's a lot of like sexual undertones. In Nosferatu, so there's like a heavy like sexual thing, but also he is, I don't know if you've seen Nosferatu from the movie Nosferatu, but he looks like this.
Oh, goodness.
Which is...
Wait, so is Lily Rose Depp having sex with Nosferatu?
Yeah, or there's...
Is this... Well, that is the most comfortable sex scene I've ever seen.
Yeah, there's various sexual undertones, and maybe they have sex at one point, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, of this list, I'm gonna say most I mean, none of these made me legitimately uncomfortable. I guess I did see Joker 2 with my dad, so that was like a little unfortunate, but...
I think we had to take the... Well... There's also Granny, I guess.
Personally, the Granny experience, which I don't want to call it, was unfortunate.
The Granny experience.
That could be the title of the pod. I guess the Aubrey Plaza shot, because it's also, I find Shia LaBeouf just generally to be a slightly off-putting man.
Kind of icky.
So him eating the butt.
So him eating the butt. Again, while he off de Henny in the club. Again, I really hope that this actually happened now, because if not, we've just been talking about Shia eating ass without it happening. So
let's get into that just in a hope that it's real.
Hope that it's real.
I mean, not well. It better be fucking real.
Please, Shia.
But yeah, I hope we didn't just make that up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Shia, you take it this year.
So Shia, congrats, I guess, on your ass eating.
You join an illustrious team of people. I can't remember who's won this previously, but it's probably some concerning individuals.
Statham won surely one of the years,
probably.
And then there was also the Muggsy scene.
Actually, that's a pretty sick lineup of people. So.
Yeah.
Moving on. Okay, no. Okay. I remember doing this. Every year when we do this, we kind of, we have some traditional categories. And then I'm like, okay, we should just think of some new categories each year that are relevant to the year. And I think I wrote this, I was like, oh, this will be a banger. And then I remember it not being great.
So let's see here. Can I read this out, what you've written here?
You may.
Movie that would be most improved by replacing a word in the title with penis.
This was my big idea for this year. So good. so let's see what I've come up with.
I love all the one word ones as well.
Penis. We have the wild penis.
Kinds of penis.
I'm still penis. Alien penis. Beetlejuice penis.
Beetlejuice penis.
A real penis or a penis pain? Trap penis. This is the worst thing I've ever done.
Oh my god. Ghostbusters frozen penis.
Dune part penis. Good one. A classic. The penis guy. And finally,
Bob Marley one penis.
So that was my contribution
to this god.
Year. I think I'm going to have to give it to Trap Penis.
I don't know. Dune part penis. There's also Megalopolis you can throw in there.
There is. Well, let's see if anything else here.
Long penis for Longlegs.
A complete penis. We live in penis.
Despicable Penis 4.
This is definitely...
We live in penis.
This is our best work. Mufasa the penis guy.
This is a great category. I love it so
This will be recurring.
Okay.
Okay, next category.
Wait, who wins?
I'm gonna say...
I think Dune part penis is great.
I like Dune part penis quite a bit.
Bob Marley one penis.
Next up we have... Movie that would be most improved by adding Tom Cruise.
Let me quickly get some water. Holy shit.
This is a category I think we've been doing since the start, honestly. This is a classic. I have here Better Man. Cruise as Robbie Williams, as Monkey.
But no monkey.
No.
That
would be that would be pretty crazy, actually. So it's just Tom Cruise playing Robbie Williams.
Yeah, but it'd be way more off-putting than having an actual ape there.
Yeah, it would be honestly a lot more distracting than the monkey thing. The Apprentice, I guess Cruise as
Trump?
Donald.
Interesting.
Could be something.
I could see it there. Anora?
Cruise shaking ass. The Substance?
Is this replacing the main character?
I think it's just adding Cruise. I don't know.
Cruise,
so
okay.
I think there's also a lot of ass shaking in The Substance. Maybe I just want to see Tom Cruise.
You want to see
twerk?
The Bund cake.
Yeah, maybe I just want to see him bust it.
Throw that shit in a circle.
I like how sometimes we get into a standoff where we're hoping the other one will not just keep pushing it.
God forbid a white boy shake some ass.
I'm gonna say Cruise as Robbie Williams, no monkey, would go kind of hard.
I think that would be a crazy twist in the movie. I think I would like that. I think I want that.
All right, let's do it. Character you'd least like to spend Christmas with. This is also a classic category because we usually do this around Christmas time.
Yeah.
Guess maybe at least you want to spend Halloween with. I don't know.
We can rock the Christmas because Christmas is here like a hygge homely holiday. Who would ruin it?
Yeah. The Challengers Trio?
Oh my god, I can think of nothing more uncomfortable.
They might fuck on my Christmas tree.
Never mind, give me them.
Bring them over. Yeah, they're full of drama. They're also like mostly bad people, if I remember. They're like all cheating and fucking each other over and literally fucking each other and eating pretzels out of each other's butts. Is
that a Challenger scene that I missed?
I might have made that one up. There's a scene where they eat pretzels together or something, isn't there?
Yeah, but I think the butt part's the main thing here.
Yeah, I know there's a scene with the pretzel, right?
You know the pretzel scene. The fact that there's a pretzel so weird. Literal Aubrey Plaza ass eating.
Everyone from the movie Megalopolis in movie and IRL.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf especially. Both, again, in real life, but he is so gross in Megalopolis.
He is. And also, like, okay, everyone in the movie in real life, I like Aubrey Plaza, I like Adam Driver, all that kind of stuff. But there is a thing in Megalopolis. I don't know if I'm crazy here or whatever. Okay. But there is, like, an undertone of, I don't know, you know when people get, like, canceled or whatever, and then they go down, like, kind of the right-wing grifter pipeline? There's sort of, there are a number of people in that movie who are sort of, like,
cancelable.
Who have been, I don't know if they've been or they've been like flirting with, they've had controversies. Like Shia LaBeouf had some shit. I don't remember any of these specific things. I'm not saying they're terrible or confirmed. I'm just saying like
Shia definitely has some stuff.
John Voight has been like a fucking crazy right-wing nut job for years.
Okay.
I feel like Dustin Hoffman had some kind of harassment allegations. Francis Ford Coppola himself, I'm pretty sure, has had some harassment allegations.
Francis Ford has just been collecting these, like, the Avengers. I don't know. Let me make the most controversial and ass film.
Well, because the whole movie has, like, a weird, like, kind of fake movie. Like, it was filmed in, like, Francis Ford Coppola's fucking bathroom kind of vibe to it.
It's got a complete, like, fever dream after a lot of Mexican food vibe.
and the fact that it has all these people in it, there's just something about it, I was like, I don't want to be part of any of that. So I don't know. And also all their characters are fucking horrific people. Conor McGregor in Roadhouse or IRL. Well, yeah.
Yeah, who is more disturbing? Real life Conor McGregor or Roadhouse Conor McGregor?
Probably real life Conor McGregor.
Right? And I mean that. Yeah. And that's a genuinely kind of sad fact.
That is, no. In Roadhouse, he's just kind of a
crazy dude.
He's a crazy guy who beats up people.
Exactly.
In real life, he's a crazy guy who beats up people.
And is also kind of fucked in his morals? Yeah,
no, I think that's fair to say.
So character, if you'd like to spend Christmas with least, is real life Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, no, bad dude.
Yeah, no, I think I'd honestly give it to the Challengers Trio. I think that would be such an uncomfortable.
That wouldn't be great. Yeah, especially you got your family around and they're all like nuzzling each other and putting pretzels in their orifices or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever happened to that movie, I don't know.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie. And then Shia LaBeouf enters and like.
Next up, character you'd most want to spend Christmas with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
I have a feeling Denzel might be on this list. I don't know.
Sure.
First, Denzel from Gladiator.
He's the only one.
Could go kind of hard. I mean, he's a terrible guy or whatever.
Exactly, but at the same time, kind of nutty.
Kind of nutty, yeah.
We don't need to be best friends. We just need to have a good time.
Yeah, he's not going to send me to the Gladiator pit or whatever.
Hopefully. Proximus.
And that's the only options. I mean, Proximus, that could go kind of hard. He seems like a chill guy.
I would love to spell Proximus. I did not expect Proximus to come up here.
Also, for
I
those...
would honestly love to spend Christmas with Proximus.
For those unaware, Proximus is the villain ape from the last
What
Apes
a wonderful
movie.
day!
Yeah, no, that could be pretty
I'm
cool.
definitely going Proximus.
Me too, man.
Proxipus?
Oh?
Ayo. Let's see here.
I don't know. The Terrifier?
Yeah, I want to spend Christmas with the Terrifier.
Maybe Ray Fiennes Pope?
Ray Fiennes Pope? Maybe Channing Tatum Gambit?
That could be fun. Yeah. I don't know. The people from Wicked are pretty delightful and cozy. I guess. I don't know.
Maybe Skarsgård from Dune?
Maybe. But yeah, Proximus. I think.
I'm definitely giving it Proximus.
Goofiest moment.
Said that so officially.
Grown-ass man.
Okay.
We have Conclave. Now, this is sort of what I was touching on earlier. For like a relatively serious-seeming movie, there are just like some Scooby-Doo-ass moments in there where like they're like, I don't know. There's one part where I remember finds some clue behind like the board of the bed. Like it's like Scooby-Doo. He's like, wait a minute. Like the last Pope
wait a minute.
left like a message inside the bed or something. I was like, what the? And they're all like
interesting
pranking each other. I mean, they're not pranking each other, but they're
Conclave is just a Fousey Tube channel.
they're all messing with each other. I know, it's a surprisingly goofy movie.
Okay.
Alien Romulus callbacks. There are some references to the other Alien movies that are kind of goofy. Joker 2, real Joker reveal. Spoilers for Joker 2. Have you seen Joker 2?
I have not, but please spoil it for
At
me.
the end, they reveal that like he's like, I'm not the Joker or whatever, and then a guy stabs him to death. He gets
shivved at the end of Joker 2?
He's fucking prison shanked, and then the guy who does it is like, and now I'm the Joker. I mean, he doesn't say that, but like he's like carves a smile on his face. So like the reveal was like, actually the real Joker was the friends we made along the way.
The real Joker are the people who shiv us in prison.
Yeah, I guess. What a
wonderful message.
Conor McGregor ass. His ass is present in a lot of Roadhouse. Just unfortunate on many levels. Emilia Perez songs. I don't know if you ever saw Emilia Perez.
I did not, but I saw the song at the Oscars, which kind of went extremely non-nutty.
Yeah, the crowd goes mild. There were some goofy songs in there. Cavill post-credits in Argyle. Did you ever see Argyle?
Argyle... What was...
The Matthew Vaughn, Cavill...
Is that the one where he has the incredibly square head?
Yeah, it's Sam Rockwell and he has the cat or whatever.
I feel like I actually did, but I literally remember nothing from Argyle.
Well, anyway, they have a post-credit scene where it's revealed it's in the Kingsman universe or something, and then there's like a second Cavill, and he's a different Cavill. It like tries to do some lore. Fuck off. Sorry. Sorry, that was so mean.
Tries to do some lore. Fuck off.
Godzilla X Kong was kind of a goofy movie, and in Ghostbusters, the last one, they have like what they thought it was hard. They had like an Avengers moment where it's like all the new and old Ghostbusters. No one care, little bro. You're the Ghostbusters.
You haven't been relevant since before your first movie.
Y'all got Bill Murray.
Enough said.
Yeah, of these, I'm gonna say I don't know. The Ghostbusters Avengers moment was pretty goofy. It made me laugh.
Okay,
I'll
fine.
go with that.
We can give it to the Ghostbusters Avengers movie. Best monkey.
But we had a lot of monkeys last year. Kong.
Okay.
Planet of the Apes. There were a lot of monkeys. Or apes. I don't know if those are the same thing.
They're not, but go on.
Better Man?
The Monkey.
That also came out this year, so I don't know why I put that.
Best of 2024, you've written The Monkey 2025. And then Freddy. What a gag.
The Monkey? These are intertwined.
Best The Monkey?
I think
it has to go to Proxipus.
It's gotta be the Proximus, yes. Handsomest dude? We might have to speed it up. Sorry, that was kind of a crazy... I'm trying to just skate over that. Alright, next category, sexiest man.
Absolutely horrendous categories. Best monkey, sexiest butt.
Handsomest dude. Replacing every word with penis.
We have peaks.
Again, I was in a bad mental state when I wrote this.
Handsomest dude.
Handsomest dude. Glenn Powell.
Very handsome.
Super handsome. Paul Mescal.
Can I just say something? This might get me a lot of hate. I think he's a handsome man, but not as handsome as everyone makes him out to be. Is that crazy?
That is crazy. Also, I take personal offense to this because a friend of ours said I look like Paul Mescal.
I stand by what I said.
Yeah. Hold up. By the way, I don't generally believe that, but there's this one picture from the show he did where low-key, I kind of see it. Where is it? This one.
I guess the hair and the eyebrows kind of.
He's kind of got the. This is kind of something I would wear.
Let me see here. I can from nose down. I can see. I mean, nose up. I can see this.
Nose down.
Nose down. I don't see it.
Fair enough. That's from his show Normal People.
Please check it out. I'm just like him. Yeah. Handsomest dude goes to me. What is this setup you're doing? Paul Mescal. People say I look like him, and I'm gonna have to give that to him.
Aaron Taylor Johnson. I think
such a hottie.
Kind of a hottie. That's it.
That's it. I would give it to Aaron Taylor just because he's so hot.
I'd give it to Glenn Powell.
Also fair.
I guess we're not gonna give it to Paul Mescal.
Yeah, because that was definitely a plug.
Industry plan. Next category: the Oldest Man Award. We have first up.
Can I just say?
Bill Murray.
Can I just say? Can I just read out the last 4 categories? Goofiest moment, best monkey, handsomest dude, and then oldest man award.
Oldest man award. Bill Murray in Ghostbusters. Very old.
Yes.
Michael Keaton. What was he named last year?
It's just a Michael Keaton thing. No, The Flash, right?
I think that was the year before. I think I'm thinking of Beetlejuice.
But
he's a very lively older gentleman. So
Okay, so we don't give it to him.
No.
Hugh Jackman.
What?
The most jacked. I mean, I guess he's like 50.
Yeah, but he's not really that old. What was I thinking? No, Hugh Jackman's not that old. And he's so handsome still.
Yeah.
It's obviously Bill Murray.
Is it just those 3? Those are the 3 oldest dudes you could come up with?
Yeah.
Go back. What do we got here? Isn't Willem Dafoe in Nosferatu?
He's pretty old, but again, he sort of has a spunk to him. Like
he's definitely older than Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I don't know why I picked Hugh Jackman. I love Hugh Jackman. What an unnecessary dig. Well, no, it's Bill Murray. The answer's obviously Bill Murray.
Well, no, it's Bill Murray. Dude, she's a bag of bones at this point.
It's so old, and that's great. Next up, we have the I'm Him moment of the year / the Big Dick Swinger Award. This, I believe, is one from a few years ago when we gave it to Hank Pym in the Ant-Man movie when he walks out with a bunch of fucking ants.
Just absolute cock schwanging.
We have Gambit.
I
feel like just him doing
He does
his
have
thing.
big dick energy.
He does.
Some ape moment, maybe. Nosferatu big penis energy.
I mean, yeah,
that's it.
I'm gonna say Gambit had some pretty big dick swinger vibes.
He had some big dicks, but at the same time, he could also have he's got either a huge cock or micro peener.
Okay,
is my vibe. Whereas I think someone like Proximus.
Yeah. Whoa. First of all, I feel like we know he doesn't have a dick because he's naked in the movie. Anyway, by the way, the point of this was not.
Brother was looking for the proxipenis.
The point of this was not who actually has the biggest penis. That would obviously go to Paul Mescal. But the point was who has that vibe, that energy. And I think when Tatum finally gets to be the character, he gets to be in a movie. You know how long I've been waiting for this?
Okay, I'm happy to give it to Gambit then. But
Sure.
I just think that Proximus maybe has some big penis energy.
You know what? You're not wrong. Movie title that describes Freddy.
God damn it.
Longlegs.
Okay, yeah. Fair.
Wicked.
Ooh, kind of sweet.
Kind of naughty.
Okay.
The Fall Guy.
Monkey Man of 2025.
Also, wait, that's not even a movie. The movie's called Better Man.
Are you not thinking of...
There's also it might be The Monkey, but that came out this year.
Oh.
I think I've just insulted you here with no
Monkey
pretext.
Man. Okay. You just made your own movie.
Heretic. Damsel. My Old Ass.
Is that an actual movie?
That is an actual movie. It's fucking... Where is it? I saw it here. Yeah, this one.
My Old Ass.
With Aubrey Plaza.
What the hell?
The Apprentice.
The Apprentice.
The Beekeeper. And that's all I came up with.
God. Yeah, just slight tangent.
Yeah.
My dad called me up and was like, yo, you need to watch this movie. It's fantastic. The Beekeeper. I watched it. mid-off film.
Oh yeah, isn't that Statham?
It's Statham being a beekeeper.
Yeah, no, that's such a your dad recommendation.
Whilst I like Wicked, I'm gonna have to give it to probably Longlegs.
Longlegs,
just because that is both hilarious and factually true.
That is very factually true. We're gonna speed run a bunch of these because we're already like way over time. But
okay,
not that we have a time limit.
No.
But we're gonna go a little bit of a speed round here. The Big Willie Style Award. I only have one thing here. It's for Bad Boys 4, which neither of us saw.
How the fuck did Bad Boys 4 even get made?
I don't know, but it was apparently very successful. I remember there was a period of time in 2020 where Bad Boys 3 was the highest grossing movie of the year because it came out right before the pandemic.
That's actually insane. Bad Boys 3 was such a terrible movie.
It was. But I just included this here for our own Big Willie Style Award moment where we saw the trailer for that in the cinema. And it ends on some fucking, like very long gag of him and Michael, what's his name? Lawrence, whatever.
Michael Lawrence?
Martin Lawrence, that's what I'm thinking of. Anyway, they do some, like, long extended riff. And, like, no one in the audience laughed. And you just leaned into my ear and just whispered, "The funniest movie?" Which I remember fondly.
Uh-huh. So Big Willie Style Award goes to the lack of comedy in Bad Boys 4.
Yeah, apparently not a bad movie.
Okay.
Clown of the Year, a classic category. We have Carlos Sofia Gascon, who was the...
Is that Emilia Perez?
Yes, okay. Where... She was nominated for... She was, like, on track to win all the awards. She was, like, the first trans woman nominated for an Academy Award. It was all, like, set up to be a really momentous, great occasion.
And there was a bunch of really shitty things on Twitter that she posted or something?
Yeah, there's some old tweets that were not good. So, Clown of the Year, I feel like that's
a
nomination. Francis Ford Coppola and the whole Megalopolis crew. Okay, well, so I feel like I got you.
You got me here. I already think I know what I'm going to be answering, but let's see the rest.
Mia Goth. There was this is not even really relevant. There was an allegation that she like kicked someone in the head on set. I don't know if that was ever proven to be not true or true. So I'm not saying that's officially happened, but I remember seeing the headline. I put it in here. I feel like that disqualifies her because I don't actually know how that ended up.
I'm happy to say Francis Ford Coppola here.
Sure.
God damn.
I mean, he spent all of his Vineyard money making like his dream movie, and then it was Megalopolis, which is kind of funny.
Not what you want to be doing.
Show of the Year. I just put The Penguin and Smiling Friends were two shows I quite enjoyed.
I haven't seen either, so...
You haven't seen The Penguin?
Not yet. I know. I want to watch The Penguin.
You should.
I just finished Peacemaker. On to The Penguin.
Let's go. Smiling Friends is also very fun. Most off-putting thing you learned about Dwayne Johnson this year. Let's cast our minds back.
There's been a lot this year.
Yeah.
So now we need to hit a little rewind.
But I think a lot of the things we talked about came from... Well, because I just see he pisses in bottles ? I think that was a 2024 thing.
Okay.
He's always late to set, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that being like an allegation.
Yeah.
He was in the movie Red One. I think that's the most off-putting thing anyone
would ever do that. I think the bottle pissing has to be the one, just because it's very on brand for Dwayne, but it's also kind of off-putting.
It's kind of not on brand for like an adult person.
For a man who should have some shit together, you know?
Yeah, who should know how to use a toilet. Worst ending? Argyle, Joker 2, and Bob Marley, in parentheses, he died? What the fuck?
Huge spoiler?
Yeah. Very stupid.
He died. I also think Trap had a pretty shit ending.
Yeah, what even happens at the end of Trap?
I think he escapes like 3 different times or something like that.
Yeah. I'll go... Joker 2.
You didn't like when Joker got shivved in prison?
That was kind of funny.
And then the Joker was the friends we made along the way?
Yeah, I'll go with that. That was kind of funny. Best buddy dynamic. Deadpool and Wolverine. I feel like that could win it.
Good best buddy dynamic, yeah.
Godzilla and Kong. They have a bit of a buddy dynamic. The Fall Guy and Winston Duke. That ain't winning.
That ain't winning, little bro.
I didn't even put Ryan Gosling. That's how.
What is this? Bob Marley and his love for the game. Where did this Bob Marley banter come from? I love it.
I think I suddenly remembered Bob Marley came out last year. And
Bob Marley and his love for the game.
I'm going to say Deadpool and Wolverine's a pretty easy win here for Best Buddy Dynamic.
Yeah? I don't know.
I didn't particularly like Deadpool and Wolverine as a movie. But
they do have a great buddy dynamic.
They were pretty fun together. Worst movie. My nominees are Madam Web, Argyle, Ghostbusters, Frozen What? All right, there's no Megalopolis.
There's no Megalopolis on this list.
Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, Joker 2, and I'm gonna throw Driveway Dolls in there. I did not enjoy that.
Dude, it's Megalopolis. It's gotta be
Megalopolis. It kind of went hard. I don't know.
It did not. Oh my god, it did not go hard.
But
it was actually such a trash movie.
No, it was so bad that okay.
Are you saying it's so bad that it like created a black hole and like caved in on itself and it was great?
In a way.
Do you think this is The Room situation?
A little bit. I mean, I think the main distinction here is that you did not even find it interesting how bad it was.
No,
I at least thought it was interesting.
I found it interesting how bad it was, but that didn't make it a more enjoyable experience for me. I wasn't sitting there like, to me, I wasn't sitting there thinking, my God, this is so weird and strange. I want to learn more. I thought, this is so weird and ass, and I want to stop watching.
And I was just doing the LaBeouf scene. No, fair enough. I think that is the distinction, because I did watch it thinking, like, I find this very, like, the decision-making here and how absurd it is. I can't tell really, like, how much of it is intentional and how much isn't.
But is that what you want from a movie?
For Megalopolis, sure. I don't know. Anyway, fair enough. You say Megalopolis.
I'm definitely going Megacopolis on this one.
I'm going to say Madam Web was...
Okay, I didn't see Madam Web, so that could also be...
I mean, yeah, it's like one of the worst made movies I've ever seen. It's like... It's one of those movies that makes you think, like, how did this... Like, you know how, like, hundreds or, like, thousands of people work on a movie?
Yeah,
and, like,
how did they all make this shit happen?
Well, it's borderline almost feels intentional. It borderline feels... I think I might have said this in the video. It feels like someone accidentally, like, sent out the first draft of a movie to, like, instead of the finished product. Like, it's that bad. I'm not, like, offended by it, but I think it's the objectively
Well, I
worst.
was personally offended by Megalopolis.
Clearly, yeah. Best movie.
Best movie.
My nominations here are Dune 2, Anora, Challengers, I'm Still Here, I Saw the TV Glow, and Hitman.
Hitman. Oh, actually, we didn't. In surprising movies, I'll put Hitman there as well.
Hitman, yeah, and Hitman
was really good.
From my goat Richard Linklater. Very fun movie, and my handsome goat Glenn Powell.
Truth.
Great movie. Yeah.
I really liked it. Probably not the best movie, realistically.
Probably
but
not.
definitely, if we could move that back up to the surprising, I'd definitely put that there.
Sure.
For me, it's got to be Dune 2. I think it's a safe bet. I want to watch Anora. I thought Challengers was really good. And Hitman was great. I didn't see some of the other ones here, but I think Dune 2 is a winner, especially seeing it in the cinema. Fantastic.
I think Dune 2. I think personally, I'm Still Here was like I think the best movie of the year. I saw the TV Glow. It's very much grown on me. It's this very surreal movie. I think it's great. Dune 2, I think like as movie of the year, lock that up. It was like it. It's one of the first movies in a while where it has like that Lord of the Rings type feel to it.
It had a very epic feel.
Yeah, when I was in the cinema, I feel like the last one I saw that had this was the Batman when that came out, where it was like, man, this is like a movie, like event movie that everyone's excited for, and it was just fucking great. Dune 2, I'm happy with that. And finally, we close it out. Best mustache, an iconic category. Let's see here. Peter from Deadpool and Wolverine.
True.
There's a mustache.
That's a reoccurring mustache. That's always great.
Austin Butler, the bike riders. Does he have a mustache in that?
I didn't remember him having a mustache. I didn't see it, but I guess
that's a stash.
A slight stash,
but it's a blonde stash, and there's a goatee. That's kind of a fraudulent stash.
It's there. It's there.
It's there. All right. Jesse Plemons' Kinds of Kindness.
I can already tell that Jesse Plemons will have an ass mustache. Let's see here.
Well, it's going to be very.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean,
my goodness.
That's quite a stash.
That is way beyond what I thought he could do.
Also, look at Defoe's hairy arm in this picture. Pedro in Gladiator 2.
Pedro does have a glorious stash.
Oh, that's a fucking nice stash.
Dude, he looks great with that.
I mean, he does also have the beard, which kind of discounts it, but...
Yeah, I mean, the beard is more like just heavy stubble, I think, but the stash is pronounced.
Yeah. Dad Inside Out 2, the dad from Inside Out, he's got a stash.
He does.
Glenn Powell Hitman, probably. Because he does a lot of disguises in that, so he probably has a mustache.
He does have a mustache, but I don't think that counts, because that's like...
Let's see if there's a really good result. No, there's not. Best stash of these. I hate to say, so far, Jesse Plemons was low-key rocking it. But, Pedro...
I think if you take all the swagger away from any of the characters, realistically, Peter from Deadpool maybe wins.
Okay.
Because it is just
on pure mustache strength?
On pure stash strength, it's the most luscious, I think. But if we take other things into account, I'd be happy to give it to either Pedro or Jesse.
Let's go Pedro.
Pedro?
Because Jesse... I like Jesse Plemons in that movie. Kind of a strange dude for various segments of it, I remember.
As long as we don't give it to the dad from Inside Out 2.
Yeah. I think we go Pedro. Pedro Stash.
I'm happy with Pedro.
You win the Pedro Stash Award.
Rename it. The Pedro Stash Award.
Whew.
Was that it?
Those were the categories.
My goodness.
Well, 2024 officially in the books.
Round out the year here.
Here comes 2025. I'm sure it'll be really good. But so we'll be back. I mean, obviously we're back every week, but we'll be back for the 2025 awards specifically.
Not even too long.
Yeah, the couple months. Yeah, so exciting stuff.
Very exciting.
With all that said, congrats to the winners, commiserations to the losers, Bob Marley and the love of the game. We now move on to
the Tom Cnews.
Now, I hate to bring rain on the parade of today.
No, please.
But we have some bad Tom Cnews that was actually sent to me by multiple sources.
Oh, God.
And by that, I mean...
What is this spider network you've got?
Multiple people sent me this. I don't have any official source for this. Like most Tom Cnews, no actual source. We're not saying any of this is actually true.
Okay.
He may have never even been dating Anadarmus. Maybe they just held hands that one time.
True.
They might not have been getting married in space. Probably they weren't.
I heard that, though, from other people talking about... They're like, have you seen the whole Tom Cruise Anadarmus thing? So I think... It may not be true, but other people have at least heard of it.
There's a bit of credibility to them dating from photos and such. But in terms of this was sent to us from Jonah and Declan, who both sent, separately I will add, they make a group chat.
Yo, boys, check this out.
That Anadarmus and Tom Cruise have broken up.
No.
And I replied to both with reacting with the shocked emoji.
Very fitting. Yeah. They've broken up.
So... Also, there was one headline that I thought was pretty funny. Again, the Tom Cruise usually results in us just Googling Tom Cruise and finding whatever source. So we're not saying this source is legitimate, because I've never even heard of AdelaideNow.com.au, the advertiser. But anyway, this headline.
Okay.
Ana de Armas considers Tom Cruise to be a dear friend and mentor to her.
Dear friend and mentor.
Bro got mentor zone. His old ass.
Bro wanted to get married in space and is now mentor zoned.
And is now Master Oogway to her.
Shifu maxing, if you will.
I will not.
So
apparently, allegedly, they are no longer dating.
God. What a
an anticlimactic possible end.
We talked about them getting married in space last week, and now they're broken up. This is terrible.
Yeah. So
commiserations. Mentor Cruise.
Yeah, please teach me your ways.
I'm sorry, Cruise.
Sorry, Cruise.
That sounds like a rough ordeal.
Yeah.
No parachute wedding for you, I guess.
Not yet.
True.
Has he never? No, of course he's been. I was going to say, has he never been married? He's been like famously married multiple times. But yeah, I hope.
Shit on his marriage history multiple times. None of it's worked out. Really.
I hope one day you get that space wedding if that's something you want, Cruz. And please invite me.
Please, can we get married?
Yeah, please, can I be the bridegroom? Well, anyway, that is the pod for this week.
God.
We will be back next week with another cheeky little pod, of course, on Friday. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, comment down below. If you're on YouTube, we're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify as well. Please follow, leave a 5-star rating. If you're over there, we're on YouTube. It's good stuff. You can find me on YouTube, BHL Hudson, Instagram, BHL_Hudson, Letterboxd at RealBHLHudson. And you can email the pod at bhlhudsonvids@gmail.com.
What an opportunity. You can find me on YouTube at FDK Space Gaming, Instagram at Fedalgard, and on Letterboxd at FDK_Thwilms.
Thank you very much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Beefathon.